Hey guys, this is Quick Tutorials with Matt. Today we will be doing minecarts. Minecarts can be incredibly useful tools if implemented correctly. The basics for minecarts are pretty simple, but the possibilities for use of these minecarts are endless. Here is a simple example on how to use minecarts. Now, you have all of your craft dwarf and mason's workshops over here. Gotta make some coffins, rock doors, crafts. Looking good. However, your stone stockpile, way over here. This is an issue with the new update because now stone slows dwarves when they carry it. So what can you do? Well, you're gonna build minecarts, of course. To start off, you have to carve tracks. Now, it should be noted that bridges can be used as tracks, and minecarts will go on them, but more on that later. There are two ways to build tracks. You can either engrave them on natural stone by pressing D, Shift T, that's carve track, which I'm going to do right now. Or you can build a track, which is more time consuming and less efficient, especially when you are building underground. Now, engraving tracks can be time consuming unless you have a team of skilled engravers, so the bridge method may be more useful depending on your situation. While you're waiting for these dwarves to build the track, you want to head on up to your carpenter's workshop and start building a minecart. Minecarts can be made out of wood or metal, but today I'm going to make mine out of wood. Once your track is finished being carved, you want to set a route. This is the beginning of using minecart.
Press H to be taken to the routes menu.
I already have a couple routes set up already, so I'm going to do a new one. Press R to set up a new route. And routes are not strictly defined. This is where it gets confusing. Routes are only defined by the stops you create on them. So we want to create two stops. A stop at the beginning of the track and a stop at the end of the track. Now I'm getting this alert, the set dir/connect track. It's because my stops are not oriented correctly. What you do is you select the stop with the plus or minus, hit enter. Now see, this is set to guide north. We want it to guide east. So what we want to do is press D until it says east. Since this is the side that we want to be dropping stone off in, we don't want it to be full of desired items, we want it to be empty of desired items. So we'll press C until we have empty of any items. Now these are just standard conditions that come when you create a stop. You can fully customize these. You can erase these, do whatever. So we're going to set all of these to point east because that's the direction we want it to go. We want it to be guided east immediately when all of the stone is removed from the minecart. We want it to be guided east in 14 days if at least 50% is removed, and we want it to guide it east in 28 days no matter what, so we can go get more stone. Now we're finished with that one. We want to head down to stop 2 and define that one. Since this is the one that the stone will be put in, we want it to be full of desired items. We want it to guide west, however. So we set all these to guide west. Then we set a stockpile link because we want it to take from this stone stockpile. We select the stockpile by pressing P on the stockpile we want to take from. This selected this stone stockpile.
For it to take stone from the stockpile, you need to hit enter, then go down to stone, and enable it.
Now that we have these stops defined, what we have to do is assign the vehicle to this track. Right here I have an ashen minecart. I'm going to assign that. Now my minecart has been placed right here, and I have a dwarf going to place stone in it. Now, minecarts can hold a lot, so that's why we want to have the 28-day max for moving the minecart. Otherwise, they'll just stay there. It's been 28 days, and now my minecart is being guided by the dwarf over to the other side. When your minecart has arrived, it needs a place that the dwarves can put all of the stone it's carrying. So you need to create a second stone stockpile next to all your masons. You of course need to set the minecart to give to this stockpile. When you set the stockpile link, it will always take, so you have to hit T to give to this stockpile. Now you have your one track and your minecart, and you're happy. You're like, oh, my stone workers can get and all the stone they need. Oh, it's fantastic. Then you realize your furniture stockpile is all the way over here, and your stone workers and masons are having to walk all the way around. And you're like, well, this just won't do. What you want to do? You make a second mine track that, instead of collecting from a stockpile, dumps into a stockpile. For this track, I'm going to be going around a curve, and what's very important to remember when making a curve in a mine track is to overlap, because if you just place a carved mine track there and then here, they won't connect, and it just looks foolish. What you have to do is overlap in creating your second track, and it makes a nice curve. Again, after this track is finished, assign a route by pressing H, R, and then assign your stops. As always, set the stockpile link. Now, if you for some reason have your stockpiles in very strange and out of the way places, it's no longer an issue because of minecarts. Now, I know you might be thinking, this incredibly simple operation, I mean, it's all dwarf powered too. I mean, what is that? Well, it turns out that minecarts can be automatic. I've actually created a little machine for your guys' enjoyment down in my caverns. As you can see, I have minecart set up on a circular track, but on the track is attached a water wheel and a roller. Now, a roller is what causes automatic power in minecarts. As you can see, the dwarf pushed it once, and now it is just going. The way rollers work is they have to be attached to mechanical power. I've set up a water wheel and a pump system down here. If you don't understand mechanics, that's gonna have to wait for another video. For right now,
Know that rollers require mechanical power.
you can see over this cavern water, I have bridges, and even though the bridges look like they don't connect, they do. So don't be worried about that. Bridges are perfectly viable minecart tracks, and as you can tell, this minecart will just continue on until something goes wrong. This is very limited use of automatic power by minecart. As you can see, it's just for my entertainment, but there are all sorts of uses for automatic power that I'm sure you very intelligent people could dream up. Now, these are the very basics of minecarts, and I hope you can take those and use them for your own fortress. Thanks, everybody. Good work.